So let me preface this by saying, if you haven't played Octopath Traveler, take the clown nose off your face and go ahead and do it, because that was the origin of, what you ask, a big old tidal wave in the classic JRPG or JRPG genre in general. Stay to the end if you want to be early on the hype train, and just play the intro, man. So because the GOAT designer and producer Masaki Hayasaka decided, you know what, I've seen how beautiful Octopath came out and the great reception for it, the style, the format, the aesthetic, the 2.5D type landscape with immaculate graphical capabilities and visual effects on landscapes. So what if I did more? At least this is what I want to imagine he thought, because Dragon Quest III literally just got recent ports and remakes upgrading to higher graphics, but this ground up remake in an Octopath type style says, hey, let's give these popular, loved, famous games some new life, and as you all see, it looks amazing, and I just can't wait for it. And the good thing about it is that old fans of it can enjoy it as if it was almost something brand new, and new fans can play a beautifully revised version that still captures that classic JRPG, almost 16-bit I guess type style, giving it that perfect classic and modern blend. Now this gives me the thought, how far will this man Masaki Hayasaka and his partners go with this trend? And it doesn't even have to just be excluded to new JRPGs that can be made in this absolutely busted style, but do you know how many classic and loved and great JRPGs that could be revitalized and reloved all over again in a new way given this new design scheme? I mean, you got Chrono Trigger, of course, you got Final Fantasy V and Final Fantasy VI, you have other really big classics like Breath of Fire, older Phantasy Star games like Phantasy Star 4, even something like Super Mario RPG, go on ahead and throw that in there too. I mean, there's so many areas you can go down with this path, and it'll be absolutely great and an interesting thing to see. And of course, while they're on the way, they might as well go ahead and make a Final Fantasy VII one, because they're already doing so much for the series as it is. Go ahead. I would go as far as to say even some games like Final Fantasy VIII and IX that were starting to really get into the more bigger, bolder graphics for JRPGs can also benefit from this style. People may see that as a downgrade, but I really don't think so, because the style is so unique and different and fresh. And it doesn't even just have to be an RPG style in general either. It could also be maybe an action type thing. Use the style, except make it kind of like the more classic Zelda games where you can still attack in the overworld space instead of it transitioning to a separate battle sequence. And that just blows the door even more open for the potential for this style. It's just so well made and crafted and designed to where it's just like, it's really a trendsetter, and that's what I like to see nowadays. Something that can bring something new to the table, not just in and of itself, but that can boost many things. There's just so much you can do, not only to get these games to be enjoyed all over again from longtime fans, but to introduce so many new fans by bringing them into the spotlight with this incredible creative style that was super well received from a game that was also written and executed pretty well. Just imagine how crazy people would be going to see Chrono Trigger and Super Mario RPG given a brand new experience such as this. And not only that, but this gives developers a chance to add even more to the quality of life of their game and to the content itself of these games. There's just so much possibility when you introduce something like this. It's incredible. Yeah, and that's gonna be it for this video. I know this is a pretty short video for me of all people, but this is something that I definitely wanted to discuss, and I understand there isn't too much to go off of with the remake for Dragon Quest III so far, but I wanted to get this out there because I was excited to talk about it and the potential for it, and I wanted to get you guys on that hype train as we move forward and see how just how many JRPGs you guys would like to see in this new style. If you made it this far, then go ahead and attach hashtag Octopath to your comments so I know who really stuck around and liked the idea and liked the video. Speaking of liking the video, go ahead and do that if you liked the vid, because it don't make no sense not to if you did. And if you really liked it, then go ahead and subscribe, and you'll get so much more content coming from me in the forms of the original videos and streams on YouTube and Twitch of games like Final Fantasy VII Intergrade and Intermission, the Yuffie DLC, and the general Final Fantasy VII remake upgrades, the new Ratchet & Clank, and more. Now, some games will be streamed on YouTube and Twitch, and some things will be only streamed on Twitch, so go ahead and check the links below for my Twitch as well, so you can follow me over there. Thank y'all for watching. Appreciate the views, appreciate the liking the video. Stay up, and catch you in the next one.